Deeply hurt. Meghan crave power. Duchess Catherine's secret. Meghan Markle is deeply hurt by Duchess Catherine's power play. One particular aspect of Kate Middleton and Meghan Markle's most recent outing together illustrates how drastically their lives have changed. At least 98 brochures belonged to Her Majesty the Queen, which she used in diplomatic maneuvers that would have made the United Nations proud. Her Majesty, who never gave a single interview, frequently let the public know what she was thinking by choosing a certain brooch. There is no better illustration than when Orange Star and far-right apologist Donald Trump visited as a state guest in 2018. Her Majesty wore three things on that journey: a brooch she received from Barack and Michelle Obama, whom Trump blatantly despises, one that Trump received as a gift from Canada, a nation he evidently despises greatly, and another that the Queen Mother wore to the funeral of her husband George VI, and has obvious grave undertones. Good job, ma'am. Should we thus presume that her new Princess of Wales and granddaughter-in-law, Kate, have been quietly keeping an eye on this semaphore via carrot strategy? The royal family first made an appearance in public overnight on Thursday to accompany the Queen on her last journey from Buckingham Palace to Westminster Hall, where she will now lie in state. They were all dressed in black and appeared visibly distraught. Tens of thousands of people lined the route as Princess William and Harry participated in the procession behind the gun carriage carrying Her Majesty's coffin through the streets of London. The images of the brothers were an unsettling echo of them carrying out the same dreadful task nearly 25 years earlier. And while this was going on, Sophie, the Countess of Wessex, Camilla, the Queen Consort, and the Prince's wives Kate and Meghan drove to Westminster Hall. Why did Kate and Meghan not use the same route? It was customary for the Queen and the upcoming Queen to ride at the front of the convoy. As the group approached the 900-year-old structure, it was clear that the Princess of Wales had added a brooch to her dress, a piece of jewelry she rarely wore. In this case, Her Majesty gave her a walloping enormous pearl and diamond brooch that is so massive it almost seems silly. Meghan was also playing the touching tribute card while sporting the understated pearl and diamond stud earrings that the Queen paid for in 2018. This backstory is really extremely charming. Only 6 weeks after the Sussex's enormously joyful royal wedding, the sovereign made an obnoxious but nonetheless kind gesture by inviting Meghan to a rare joint engagement. The two had traveled together on the royal train. In order for Kate to receive the same privilege, she would have to wait until 2019, nearly 9 years after her marriage to William. The monarch had presented Meghan, the newest member of the royal family, with those earrings as well as their matching necklace when they were both traveling by train throughout the countryside. With the two royal brides and 2 collections of stunning jewelry, the situation appears to be quite equitable on paper. But if there is anything that the royal family is not as equal, there have never been and there never will be. The concept that women should be connected, not ranked, may have been advanced by Meghan in a conversation with Gloria Steinem in 2020, but it has yet to reach the decaying walls of Buckingham Palace. What is the monarchy if not a 2,000-year rating exercise? If anyone ever had any doubts about that unchangeable reality, they only need to take a quick look at the sparklers Her Majesty gave to her daughters-in-law. This is not to imply for a second that the difference in grandeur was indicative of regal emotion, but rather of the prevailing social hierarchy. Even though their mother raised William and Harry on a very level playing field, their vastly different fortunes were always going to be apparent. One of them was destined to open Parliament and have his face put onto stamps, while the other would tour sewage treatment facilities and recycling facilities. When the illusion of equality crumbled and life diverged for William and Harry, there was always going to be a fork in the road. However, when Harry and Meghan staged their explosive exit from the firm, the younger prince truly went far, far off the road and into the wild. It's tough to help but wonder how Meghan must be feeling right now, especially after she noticed the massive diamond and pearl brooch fastened to Kate's black coat dress. It is not as if the couple can avoid dealing with the tricky matter of precedence this week, which has been made even more abysmal by their resignations. Now consider for a moment the Sophie predicament. For instance, prior to Mixit, Sophie, the Countess of Wessex who was married to Prince Edward, the 13th in line to the throne and the man of those dashed theatrical and television ambitions, was ranked higher than Meghan. However, the Duchess, who was no longer a frontline Windsor, was positioned at the tail end of the line of the royal spouses for the ceremony at Westminster Hall. The complicated nature of hierarchy is reportedly something that both Harry and Meghan have battled with. Veteran historian Tom Bower discusses the Duchess's resentment about the palace's sharp sense of reverence and hierarchy in his most recent book, Revenge. Bower claims that Meghan was aggrieved by the royals' commitment to hierarchy during the conversations before stepping onto the balcony, and that she disliked the automatic assumption that she was junior to Kate in 2018 when she made her first appearance on the palace balcony for Trooping of the Colour. She felt that she deserved to be treated equally. And Harry had felt for her. The Palace Papers author Tina Brown stated to the Washington Post earlier this year that Meghan was always as an actress number 6 on the call sheet when appearing on Suits. In essence, she also weighed the 6th name on the call list in marrying Prince Harry. Harry was a wonderful addition to the royal line-up in terms of the hierarchy of the palace and the monarchy, but he really wasn't going to get the kind of status, the kind of pulling power in terms of assignments. All the things that you get, of course, when you are first in line, the author continued to say. I never believed that this would be easy, Meghan said in an interview with Tom Bradby in 2019. Before the world had heard of Mix-It, however, I believed it to be just. When has been fair had anything to do with the group that figuratively waits people, where everything, sometimes even how members should stand, is rigorously prescribed? Where commitment, hard effort and merit are always subordinated to blood. Now, this week, Harry and Meghan must accept their lower positions on the palace food chain, as opposed to the even higher positions presently held by the walruses. Brooches do not lie, to paraphrase Shakira, a favorite of the Wales family. And you, do you agree with this view? Please tell me what you think below in the comments section. If you think my video is helpful, please remember to like and share video. And don't forget to follow page now. Thank you.